Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm doing a different type of video. So I had a girl DM me not too long ago asking me to film a video. Well, she said she stumbled upon my channel, she saw that I drove a Jeep, and she wanted to know kind of my experience of owning a Jeep and driving a Jeep and my thoughts about a Jeep, because she wants to know if it's worth it. So I thought, oh, what a great video. Talk about my favorite thing, one of my favorite things in the world. So that is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to be telling you my experiences, what I like about it, what I don't really like about it, and just all the in-between. So if you don't know, I drive a Jeep. It is a 1997 Jeep Wrangler. It is a TJ. His name is Dobby. Yes, it's a he. Yes, his name is Dobby from Harry Potter. But that's all I'm going to say about it. So if you want to know a little bit more about my personal Jeep itself, I do have a Jeep tour uploaded. I'll keep the link in the description, so if you want to watch that after this video, feel free to go watch it. But for right now, I'm just be talking about how I feel about my Jeep. So I got my Jeep when I turned 16 years old. I'm about to turn 19 years old, so I've had it for quite a while, and I'm still in love with it. It is my baby. I don't see myself driving anything else. So some of you are wondering, why did I get a Jeep for my first car? Anywho, so with that being said, my parents asked me, they were like, well, what do you want for your first car? And I said, I used to want a Slug Bug, and I used to want a Nissan Juke. Like, I wanted something that looks different. I was like, Mom, if anything, please just don't get me a stock little car. Which, I mean, if I would have gotten a car, I would have been blessed, like, beyond, like, I'm just thankful I got a transportation to get me from A to B. But they asked me, they're like, what would you want? And I said, something different. And then I realized, well, my stepdad drives a Jeep, and he's like customized his, and I was like, you know what, like if I get my own Jeep, I can customize it and it'd be unique and different, because that's what I wanted. I didn't want just a stock car. I wanted something that was different, unique, that had some character like me, because I'm like that bright crayon in the box. I don't like to fit in, I like to be different. And so I was like, okay, well, I mean, I'd be okay with a Jeep, because I could do whatever I want to it. I could put a bumper on it, some stickers on it. I could do whatever I really wanted to it. And I was like, okay. So then it just grew on me, and I was like, you know what? I want a Jeep. I was like, parents, family, loves, I want a Jeep. I don't care what color it is, what year it is, if it is stick shift. I don't care if it is baby barf brown. I don't care. I want a Jeep. I don't care if it's hard top, soft top. I don't care. Like, I just want a Jeep. And so we were looking at Jeeps, and they were like, I don't know, they're kind of expensive. And we stumbled upon this one. I was like, just pull over. And I was like, Mom was like, it's stick shift. And I was like, I don't care, I will learn stick. And my birthday came around, it was that Jeep that I pulled over, and I was like, I'm willing to learn stick. So that's kind of how I got my Jeep, and I feel like my parents felt the most comfortable with me in a Jeep, because my stepdad has owned Jeeps all of his life. That's like all he's drove, except for one time he had a Kia, but we don't talk about that. So he knows the ins and outs of Jeep, so I felt like that's what they were most comfortable with me driving, and that's how I ended up with a Jeep. And so with that being said, 1997 TJ, I've had, honestly, I love it. I wouldn't trade it for the world. But because it is kind of old, we do have to, every now and then, we have to fix some minor parts. But I'm not really going to get into that, because with every car you're going to have to, after a while, you're going to have to replace some of the parts. So I can't say that's a con, because yes, that's the only problem I've had with my Jeep, is sometimes I'm having to go fix some parts to it. But other than that, you have to do that with all cars, so it's not really a con. But why I love my Jeep so much is because I know if I get in a situation, I know I got a pretty good chance I can get out of it, whereas if I was in a little car or a sports car or something like that, if it was raining or I slid into a ditch or something, with my Jeep, I'm pretty sure I could get myself out of it, or it wouldn't be that hard to get my Jeep out of the situation. That's why I love it. But if you're thinking about getting a Jeep, the number one rule, and if you drive a Jeep, or you know me, or you know a Jeep person, you already know what I'm about to say. If you see another Jeep driving down the road, you have to do the Jeep wave. So with that being said, there's like the steering wheel, like the one finger, you know, I always do like the peace sign, two finger. If you have the doors off, you know, you can go down below, wave, or you know, there's just those people that are so happy they just do a full wave. You have to wave. Some people are like, is that real, the Jeep wave? Yes, it is real. If you drive a Jeep, wave at another Jeep. Whew. That's all I'm going to say about the Jeep wave. But what I like about Jeeps is just, they're very simplistic. I like that. I have not had any problems. A lot of people have asked me, is it hard learning stick? No, I learned stick probably within a week to 2 weeks. Like, yes, I wasn't confident, but within 2 weeks, I knew how to drive a basic stick. And then George was like, well, let's go drive it on the road. Of course, I was a scaredy cat and was like, no. But I learned it. I picked it up pretty easily. I don't know. My Jeep, honestly, it does not have an AC. I don't have AC in my Jeep. My stepdad has asked me multiple times, hey, do you want me to go fix it? And I'm like, honestly, it's really no use because in the summer, I always have my doors and tops off. And fixing and spending money on an AC unit that I'm never going to use. So, yeah. So, mine is a soft top. So, I personally like soft tops after owning a soft top because my stepdad has a hard top. And with him, he's always having to take it off, and it's a lot more of a pain to take a hard top off. Whereas a soft top, it takes me probably 8 to 10 minutes to take it off, 4 to 5 if I have somebody helping me. It is not hard to put on and put up back on. It's not hard at all, except for when in the summer when it's really hot, it's kind of hard to touch it because it's so hot. But other than that, I've had no problems with the soft top. They are a little bit louder, so if you're driving down the highway or something, it's going to be a lot louder than where if you have a hard top car, it's going to be much more quieter. But to me, it does not bother me one bit that it's a little bit louder. That just means you guys turn up your music a little bit more. But other than that, I like soft tops again because when you're out and it's raining, it's so easy just to put your soft top on. I can't tell you guys how many times I've been at work and it started to sprinkle and I've been like, hey, I'm going to go outside and put my top on my Jeep. And I've been back inside within 5 minutes and it hasn't been a big problem. Whereas if you're a hard top, you leave your hard top at home because you can't really take your hard top with you. And it starts raining, you're pretty much screwed. But another thing about Jeeps that are really, really awesome that a lot of people don't know is most Jeeps, I'm pretty positive, there is a plug at the bottom, so if it does rain and your Jeep gets filled with water, you just pull that plug out and all the water comes out, and it's not a big deal because a lot of people have asked, what do you do if it rains? It's a Jeep, it's meant to get dirty, it's meant to get wet. But yes, so back to the first thing I said to conclude this video is Jeeps, you can do whatever you want with them. If you want to put a weird looking bumper on it, put a weird looking bumper on it. If you want to put some mountain stickers on the side of it, slap some mountain stickers on the side of it. If you didn't know, my Jeep, my tire cover is the Jurassic Park logo. Like, you can do absolutely anything with a Jeep, and that's why I personally love Jeeps. So if you were about to say, should I get a Jeep as my first car? Yes. And if you're like, well, my parents say they flip over way too easy, my opinion on Jeeps flipping over easy is you have to be going super, super fast and turning a corner super, super sharp for it to tip over. I mean, I've been in situations where it's been raining and I've literally like done a 360 in the road and I haven't even become close to tipping my Jeep. They are very good, sturdy cars, and you know what? The good thing about them is if you do flip, it's literally a steel bar. Like, you're surrounded in a steel cage, whereas some cars, it's just, there is no steel cage. It's just, So yeah, if your parents are saying, hey, they don't want to buy me one because it flips so easy, I would ask them, when's the last time in the newspaper or something you heard about a Jeep flipping, and if they did, were they driving too fast, were they turning a corner way too sharp? If you're just smart, I mean, hey, I'm 16, I was 16 learning stick, and my Jeep is still in fine condition. So that's all I'm going to say for this video is, yes, if you're thinking about getting a Jeep, do it. Welcome to the Jeep family. If you have a Jeep and you were just wanting to know a little bit more about Jeeps, I didn't really do a good job. This was just my opinion on Jeeps and why I love them. But yes, so with that being said, peace out. I hope you join the Jeep family. If you do, comment below if you drive a Jeep. Comment what year model, what you drive, and I would love to get to know some of you guys better. And yeah, peace out. Actually, you know, I'll just give you a little overview. So, you know, we got the Stinger bumper, yeah, with the red D-rings. Then we got some casual mud tires with stock rims, yes. Then the infamous red mountains, and then as well as the accent red Jeep stickers. And then, you know, you have to save the best for last, right? The Jurassic Park logo.